Hi, everyone. I hope that you are doing well. Welcome in. We're going to take a look at today's energy over here on this platform, and I will start working on the rest of the zodiac sign readings after I get done with this on my other channel. And I started those yesterday, and I put them in the community section on this channel. So those of you who just wait for me to share over here from my other platforms and stuff, they will be able to be accessed again today once I get started. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. If you are new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. My channel can be a lot different than what you're used to, a lot different. It's very challenging spiritually. We let the Most High God just say whatever he wants, and then you do with that information what you need to for all uprightness in your life. If you're falling down, I'm your cheerleader. I say get up. Otherwise, you're going to fall into some real bad nonsense, become a fool and disgusting, wicked, and the Most High God kill you in the end. And that's the truth. He ain't putting over the nonsense anymore. But anyway, I just do a real sharp work against that type of energy. And like I said, if you fell down, everybody's falling down. Get up, make it right, makes you feel better. You become a person that is respected and all of that. Nobody wants people to be oppressed and gross and mean and disgusting. You just prove to be a mixed race, giant race seed nasty in the earth if that's what you want. And the Most High will cut you out. And I just encourage you to get up, because he will give you a space of time to repent. Then he shuts the door, and that's it. So anyway, just side note, I know that I am talking to government on this channel, and I found an old card that I had started using for finances a long time ago. And it's an old Cash App card that I started with that account for a lot of the old videos that are on this channel. I went to go access that card, and the phone number that's associated with that, that phone's disconnected, so I can't get in that way. And then it asked me about the email address. It pulls the email address up that I don't ever recall having an email address starting with the word day. And then it gives you all the stars because it ain't going to show you all of the email. And I was just like, I don't have any email that's ever been connected with any of my accounts with that. So I don't know what's going on with that. And so I bypassed that and ask, basically just to give me a different way to sign in. And so then it asked me for the Cash App tag thing that you had created for the card. So I put that in, and it takes that. It takes me to the next page. The next page tells me to enter the card number starting with these 4 digits. I have that card, and so I put those card numbers in. It accepts it, takes me to the next page. I'm like, cool, because I hadn't used this card in a long time, and I don't even know what happened with the card. Just something strange took place with it a couple of years ago. I just stuck it aside, and then I had gotten me a different Cash App card that I use now. But anyway, it takes me to that next screen, and it says to enter in the next set of numbers for that card, and I enter it in. It accepts that and takes me to the PIN number. Well, I can't remember the PIN number at all, and so it won't let me in. So I went on my other phone today, and through that Cash App account, I began to talk to the customer service person, or I guess I'm talking to a computer. I don't really know at this point, because I just entered in the information they asked me, and they keep sending me back the same questions. I'm just like, I just answered that for you. So whatever, either they figured out that there's something to that card or something. But anyway, I went on there and began to speak to somebody and tell them I got all the information and what's taking place. And now they just send in the same stuff, even after telling me that I got to give them all the old account information. I give it all to them, and they just keep shooting that back. So something's up with that. And so I know that a couple of years ago, people have messed with me in a really bad way. A lot of you all know my story, and if you're brand new, you just have to really go back on my channel. I've been a person that's been oppressed, and when COVID was in effect, they evicted me out of my house for no reason. I was just minding my own business, and they threw me out on the street, and all my furniture, all the pictures that I ever had of my kids, all the stuff that was my possessions, all my wardrobe, which, just my stuff. And anyway, all my music equipment, all of it. And so I sit here poor because somebody else had some nonsense on them. Okay. And so I am really not poor. I've been made poor, and I want justice. I want justice. And it's just stupid stuff like this with this card. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. Okay. Because if there is anything on that card, boy, would it come handy. It would just come in handy. I got $20 to my name, folks. I have today and tomorrow paid for shelter, and I'm just like, okay, God, well, here I am again. And it shouldn't even be this way. Shouldn't even be this way. And so, whoever is in a high position that isn't sick in your brain, and you are upright, and you're not afraid of the wicked, and you do upright things for the kingdom of light, and can get some money to me to survive, and to allow me to unlock things that are rightfully mine. Okay, then I need some help. And so I'm just putting that out there for all the officials that are out here, because I know that there has to be somebody out there. Okay, even if at the sound of my voice, angels hear me, then may Archangel Michael come and help with the situation. Most I said today that there were angels around. We are entertaining angels every day. We are angels and demons. Okay, we got entities in another dimension watching you and I as well. But the angel of the Lord is with me. I wouldn't even be here today if he wasn't to help me through this tribulous time. My prayer, and I got real intense on my Instagram reading just a minute ago, because there was coveting and thieving that came out there, and it also came out on my other YouTube channel this morning, a bunch of thievery, a bunch for a lot of people. And most I said he was going to supply a need, and I know he will. If he'll do it for me, he'll do it for you. He'll do it for those who will stand with him. But on my Instagram, and this is my prayer, that every thief that will not give back things that do not belong to them, every person trying to covet after somebody else's stuff, I ask the Most High God to hear my prayer in your presence. And I charge the heavens and the earth realm to hear my plea, that physically, if you people that are at sound my voice won't release things that are not yours, I ask the Most High God to literally chop your fingers off to where you can't even feed yourself because you took from somebody else's table. It wasn't yours. And you can't even wipe your rear end because you're a creepazoid. And when people ask you, where's your fingers at? Why are they missing? Well, because I was a thief. And let shame come upon you. But if you will release the things that are rightfully yours, and I ask the Most High God to have a great big mercy and grace upon your life. But the Most High God says that if there's a thief out there, that a curse is going to abide to your house. I pray that the Most High God give you grace from that curse if you will release what's not yours. Otherwise, I'm asking the Most High God to literally physically chop your hands off, your fingers, your knuckles, your extremities. I don't care. I don't care. You're a devil at that point. You're a devil seed. So anyway, I just want to put all that out there. Let's get started. Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, I fear you. And you have a lot to say about thievery and dishonoring people and all kinds of stuff, Jehovah. And you are for uprightness. And so I just invite your presence to come up in here and correct and rebuke and encourage and do whatever you got to do, because every person is going to click upon this message. We have the Temperance. We also have the Queen of Wands. This person's name is probably Rachel, or AKA Rachel, or she used to clean houses and stuff like that. And she's a Leo. Okay. And somebody's sitting here act like I don't even know what you're talking about here. I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay. And somebody's like, I won't make a decision because I'm caught up in some nonsense. And they are caught up in some nonsense up in here. Okay. Right. Yeah. And so anyway, the person needs to go to jail, or there's the Leo energy right there, and great big force out here with that energy. I'm just not going to mess around with it no more. I will call your name out. You touch me, I will call your name out, because what people has done to me has been nonsense. Nonsense. Okay. This person's very lustful in a very bad freaking way. I hope that they can get deliverance, but if you ain't, then I guess you ain't. You're nonsense to me. Okay, you're nonsense to me. What you did to my life for no reason. Okay, there is stalemate energies out here because of some passionate individual that's got a lot of pride and conceit and ego and nonsense out here. Okay, somebody's husband is connected with some stuff out here as well within this stuff. Show me more information. Let me just get a different deck of cards here. So the Pentacle is going to come out. Yeah, well, the Pentacle is here. And apparently there's some type of a contract that was around some stuff, and that's why they're unwilling to make a decision, because the slut has gotten up in here and done some nonsense. I remember telling you guys, on a winter day, I went out to my vehicle and I started my vehicle, and I came back in the house to wait for my vehicle to defrost. And I was hearing somebody come down the sidewalk crunching along on the icy sidewalk, and they stopped right in front of my door. And I looked at my peephole, because they never knocked, and they were standing right at my door. And I looked at my peephole, and it was the maintenance guy, and he was looking at my vehicle and then would turn and look at my door like, is she in here or is she in her car? I don't know why the person didn't just knock. They didn't, because I had been having people come into my house and do little stupid nonsense. I took a little trip to Tennessee to go visit a friend of mine, and some disgusting stuff began to happen when I returned from that trip. And that was about around the time that I wrote the song, The Day That It Rained, and people coming into my house and stealing things, and my equipment was there, and people getting access to, things that have value to me. And this person has a lot to do with that. This person has a lot to do with that nonsense that's taken place in a really big way. A person needs to go to jail for some stuff. If the person's even still alive, I really don't know. I really don't know. There's a defeat here with the Five of Swords coming out. What else you want to bring out here? You hold up. This is a person in rebellion here. Prideful, conceited. Hey, look at me. Whatever. The Nine of Swords in their mind. Justice is here as well. Okay, well, I've had a captain come out today, and I just had, I think it was a sergeant that just come out today. Somebody in disguise has been out here in a really bad way. Again, trying to catch somebody up in something, trying to do some stuff because of some things that they did. Some things that they did in some nonsense out here. Okay, weaved a web. Okay, weaved a web. And done some nonsense out here. The truth is out here, and somebody, I guess, is got some anxiety to it. I guess you do. Okay, I guess you do. There's also a judge out here, especially coming out with the justice card. Okay, there's been an abomination out here in a really bad way if justice has to come out, because scales aren't even, folks. The scales aren't even. They're just not even. Jehovah, what kind of words do you want to bring out here? Money. Okay, again, and the most I did bring out that money was coming. Well, I expect it. I expect what's rightfully mine, because I'm not a beggar. I've been young and I've been old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken or a seed begging bread, even though people have put people out. I just put it out there to say, hey, whatever. And leadership is involved in this, people. Leadership is involved in this nonsense, and that's wrong. It's freaking wrong. I pray that even their fingers will chop off if they're going to sit here like this, knowing what they've done to me and my family, my children, my grandchildren, and my children, and everything else. Okay, I pray your hands get chopped off. I really do, and you just suffer in this life for the nonsense because you sit here like a freaking stalemate, because you don't want to get up here and do something like you should. Okay, it's craziness. Okay, so we dealing with a fool out here. Okay, a stone is heavy and the sand is weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than them both. I'm not talking to the fool. I'm not even acknowledging the fool. I'm calling out what's taking place in my life. This is my testimony, my information. If that ticks you off, let the Most High God flip your world upside down. I ain't putting up with you. I ain't putting up with this nonsense. I did nothing to this person who did everything to me. I was kind to that person, and the person just, my God, did something just abominable to me for no reason at all. You started a war with somebody who was kind to you, and that brings a curse to you. What else should I bring out here? You hold up. People just pursuing people for no freaking reason at all. Not my problem. I don't care who you are and what you think you are. You're a nothing to me. Every person involved in it. There is somebody out here that is of high importance in the situation, so I hold you accountable. Do the right thing. Something connected with a truck is here. Whatever that means. Could be a private detective. There is a imposter here. Okay, this is a disguise when the hermit comes out. So somebody's sitting in a truck, or they did, and something's taking place. That somebody knows information. If somebody is just in general being questioned, they do know the information. They do know it. Okay. Again, we have somebody of high importance because we've had a captain and a sergeant come out today. And we had the word boss come out. It was a huge reading over on Instagram. It says that the highway of the upright is to depart from evil, and he that keeps his way preserves his soul. Okay, but somebody faces something abominable out here that's taking place, and whatever, you're gonna do the right thing and make this decision and be upright and depart from the evil and the abominable thing that's taking place and turn something around for upright purposes. Then great, may God be with you and bless you. Otherwise, you're cursed. Okay? And the Most High says, fix the problem. Fix the problem. A group that is involved. Yes, a group is involved. And somebody says, I look at you with hearts in my eyes. Okay, well, whatever that's about. There's just somebody's unwilling to make some type of a decision because they've done something out here with somebody in some nonsense. And that person, you're going to accept some wicked. If the Queen of Wands in the upright, then she's upright. She's a very spiritual person. But you're dealing with a sexual matter out here, because most I'm bringing out another word out here that was just talking about at the top of the video. The sperm is out here. The love and romance, whatever that was about. Somebody was a disguise, or thought somebody was looking at somebody with hearts in their eyes, or just being kind, just in general, maybe just as a friend. I don't know who the sexual parties are that jumped in bed with the person. I don't really know. Don't really care if they were trying to get away with some nonsense out here. There's a malpractice situation out here. We do have a doctor out here. We do. Okay, some type of sadness is out here, okay, or trembling, or being displeased, or indignation, because we have a fool out here. Most I calling somebody a fool. I don't care that you're a fool. I ain't talking to you. Get off my channel. You are not worthy to be on this channel, because this channel is for the Most High God. Something around some gift is out here, and thinking. And the seed of passion, again, passion nonsense is out here. Fornication is out here. Somebody's heart organ or understanding something is out here. Okay, well, if you understand something and it's in your power to get something done, then God be with you. You don't have no right to be angry at somebody who stands here that did nothing to you, and I got to just sit here and just put up with your crazy. I don't have to put up with your crazy. I didn't do nothing to nobody. I ain't putting up with your crazy. You want to fight? I'll fight you, because I'll fight for my rights. So we have the Urus and the Gibo out here. Somebody's X is also out here. The G, the X, and the U. And this is a freedom. This also been a frenzy out here because we're dealing with some nutcase that's done some nonsense. And we have a gift out here, and this goes back to a divine gift, or a gift that was reciprocated. For some people, that that wasn't really a gift, because what was reciprocated had an abomination to it. Now somebody has to sit here crosswayed and unwilling to make a decision because, well, I'm a coot brain for falling for this passionate piece of nuts that had some dirty, filthy disgust attached to something. Okay, because somebody's in rebellion out here in a really bad way because they're a fool. But there is some type of a gift that will be reciprocated, because I'm going to receive everything back that the enemy has stolen from me. You don't get to just come up in here and wreak havoc on people's lives just because you want to covet what somebody else has. I don't think so. You breaking the laws of the Most High God. Nobody's above that law. What else should I bring out here? A joyfulness is out here. Well, something is going to be joyful because the sun's out here, and the Most High's going to make sure something gets just flipped just like that. People can go ahead and just act whatever they want to act like and be fools if that's what you want. The fools are going to be taken away. The imposter that has been out here, yeah, and the hostile person, it's right here. Okay, they're weightier than sand and a stone. They're a fool. This hostile card keeps coming out. And then somebody's going to get up and take a risk. It's going to pay off for somebody. Okay, there's the money card coming out, and there's a lot of it. There's a lot that's been stolen from a lot of people in all kinds of real creative ways, as somebody's done some crap out here. The foe. Okay, somebody losing their credibility, then let them lose their credibility. Okay, you deal with somebody who's got mental problems in a really bad way. This is also goes back to the malpractice nonsense out here with the doctor. This is also a recovery, or somebody has a mental problem, physical problem, spiritual problem, emotional problem. They sick, because the word sickness was showing itself to me in the other reading. Then my hands literally found a card that said sickness. The person's either went sick over something that they've done, and they knew it was wrong. They sit here and now they just crossway because, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And they went nuts over some gross stuff out here, I guess. Anyway, it's not my problem. That's not my problem. People have a chance to make some things right and find the grace of the Most High God, or go to hell, because eternity is out here with this card. We have these letters that came out, the letter Q and the letter N.